that I welcome the arrangement in which ODM and UDA are finding a point of convergence, not only in addressing the needs of the country in terms of the infrastructural development, the health, the agriculture, but also in dealing with governance issues to make Kenya more inclusive in terms of governance, and to resolve, the structural challenges that we had. For instance, through the NADCO report and coming together, we were able to then have an IBC, a reformed IBC, and we have had 2 successful by-election sessions, and we are going to have a successful, general elections, I believe. I would want to remind the country that we have a very strong, capable and able deputy leader. And that, you see, we have, you listening to Kithure Kindiki. I want to invite anybody to listen to him when he was addressing the UDA Aspirants Forum, and how he not only articulated the UDA manifesto in 2012, but was also able, without reference to any document, give scorecard with figures and data on what the UDA and the broad-based government has been able to achieve, and that when tested politically, the deputy president has led the campaigns in by-elections for UDA across the country, and especially in Mbeere, where the opposition claimed that UDA could not even get 5% of the votes. They won in November. They won last week. So he's proved himself. My view, listening, I was in Kisumu yesterday and spent a lot of time in the villages, and listening to the people in the villages and the streets, the urban streets, I see, membership of ODM interested in being part of the coalition that will win the next election under President William Ruto. And their focus is not necessarily on positions, but their focus is on what the commitment that can be negotiated in terms of development programs that will go to their areas and with that, getting positions of influence within government. And I remember, some of the Ahoka telling me yesterday in the streets of Kisumu as I was polishing my shoes, that they look at the deputy presidency and they don't see the budget that it has for the blue economy. And so they would be interested in somebody giving them a ministry that is in charge of blue economy, in charge of roads, in charge of agriculture and things and so on. The other thing that was very clear as I spoke to them is another person telling me in the streets as I engaged them to find out what was happening, is that especially if we are to go back to what is pushing the primordial relationship, that if we are to say that, the ODM leadership looks at Lake region as one of their strongholds, no one has emerged and arrived at the national level that has the stature of Raila, that has structures across the country, that can win elections in 2027 and 2032 probably, and that we take cue. A young man was telling me that we need to take cue from William Ruto, that when Kanu lost in 2012, the Kalenjin community did not go for the deputy presidency. They actually took time off to recalibrate and to build themselves, so that William Ruto naturally then emerged as a national leader who could then champion not only their interests, but the interests of people across the country. So I can tell you here with certainty, because I've touched base with the ground, that especially the people of Luo Nyanza are not interested in the deputy presidency. They're interested in what the broad-based government is going to deliver to them in terms of roads, in terms of fish landing beaches, in terms of affordable housing, in terms of the health facilities, in terms of education facilities, and that this is what the grassroots is calling upon their leaders to negotiate during this moment. So that as I finish, when you hear Dr. Oburu talk about power, The last time I heard of, the first time I heard of that was when we went to campaign for Raila in Nandi Hills. And you know, Henry Kosgei, when talking to the Kalenjin community, told the Kalenjin community that, you know, we have been chased out of government by Mwai Kibaki and his people. And you know, I have been a minister. I am also rich. I am not looking to get a minister again. What I'm looking for is for us to get power so that we can help restart development programs that have failed in our area. And with the time, we will one day get a lady or a man from our region who will have the station who can win elections.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, we bring it to a close right now. What a trenchant discussion we've had. We have not really touched a lot on also